What will we be doing in this episode? Market talk is all that matters to everyone right now. For everyone involved in cryptocurrency, the current state of the market is where we are because, as I'll tell you up front, we're not on a clear path and are essentially just sitting and floating. Regardless of how this market breaks out, our desired Bitcoin range is between 57 and 60. We were unable to maintain our position, and yes, we did experience a decline. We swallowed it down, then climbed back up. We are witnessing another plunge above. Somewhat less than that $57,000 area. Germany, Mt. Cox. All of this combined is driving severe sell-offs and market anxiety, but I believe that what we need to do is take a step back and assess the condition of the markets as they are right now. The bull market of 2017 is leading the charge. We need to compare this to a specific period within the cycles between 2020 and 2021 to accurately identify which cycle we are currently in. This cycle represents a prudent investment opportunity. Is there a possibility that we will experience a final decline, or is it now time to move forward? My own viewpoint Q3, this upward movement is what we are witnessing. Not yet, and it has never been our market view that all currencies were going to pop in. But I feel that the move will take us past the $74,000 Bitcoin and rocket us right up into that $8,000 and $100,000 zone. I predicted an increase in all coins in 2024, but I also disclosed the underlying trend. For these alternates, 2025 was their departure year. Utterly parabolic, everyone in the world it's alt season, people, all these prominent analysts keep saying so. How is the Bitcoin season going? I haven't had any. After 7 years of involvement in these markets, the upcoming season will be the next one. If we jump straight into the altcoin season now, there hasn't been a single instance in years where there was no Bitcoin season. There isn't enough money, therefore, we're in trouble. I don't think you want that, so pumping your alts will be a replay of 2020 and 2021 when 95% of these altcoins failed to achieve an all-time high. That implies XRP would probably reach around $50. Given the current market conditions, do you really want to endure the next 4 years of suffering and inactivity simply because XRP is a stable coin? You really don't. I'm going out because I know I don't. You also don't have to guess the outcome. For me, it hasn't been Bitcoin season. H2 is the season of Bitcoin. I mentioned, maybe 6 weeks ago, that you should check out my Twitter page. Everything is available there. Unlike some people, I don't remove tweets. Instead, I post my opinions and beliefs, and if they're incorrect, they are incorrect. I embrace the fact that, like everyone else, I am only human. Only humans exist. The distinction lies in the fact that I genuinely own up to my mistakes. In contrast to others who prefer to claim that what I've demonstrated to you is what these individuals accomplish by releasing predictions that claim to be certain of the amount of money that will be Bitcoin's next move. After 2 weeks, they made yet another prediction, this time that Bitcoin would decline regardless of how hard they hit it. They play both sides of the market and subtract when one wins. In the previous tweet, we identified several individuals based on screenshots of them repeatedly engaging in this behavior. This allows us to understand their pattern. They present both sides of the issue within a 2-hour window, after which they remove the tweet. They would assert their correctness. Because they completed it when? Because they are too lazy to actually check through their Twitter feeds to see what other people are saying, and because they don't know any better, individuals start falling for all the nonsense that is being sold to them. That's how simple it is. Well, then, where are we heading? Well, it's straightforward here. There is no man's land here, so your two zones are 55,000 to 64,000. Bitcoin is currently on the verge of breaking the 55,000 mark. We consider this in everything we do. If 55 is lost in between, there is 100% noise. Bitcoin will confirm my suspicions. This would be Bitcoin's final decline into the $50,000 region. If it breaks $64,000, I believe it will signal the final exit. When we have that parabolic blow, Bitcoin, where we are going to break up into that 74,000 level, will symbolize or signal, pardon my expression, the last move of what is going to be Bitcoin season. At the moment, we're observing a price of 56, a level that is both off-peak and uncharted territory. It is insignificant. It's not important, please. 55 and 64 disappear. We continue downhill, breaking up at 64, until Bitcoin reaches a new all-time high, which I believe will last. The top Bitcoin will reach 160,000, but this won't hold for the entire season. Bitcoin needs to run first. Bitcoin will receive 2.5 to 3 trillion more dollars by year's end, so we'll see that money cycle. Exit and enter your preferred altcoin. That's how simple it is. Leah shared this. She's another fraudster, so I don't typically post her stuff, but this is something worth sharing. As stated in a very insightful tweet, Ethereum's market capitalization has decreased by $60 billion since Mt. Gox began selling $9 billion worth of Bitcoin. This illustrates the importance and dominance of Bitcoin over the whole market. Everything else is unsuccessful. How did we proceed? Consider Bitcoin, which had a market value of between 57 and 60 when it failed. The market crumbled, plunging to approximately 53. At that point, I believe we were at approximately 54, and it brought down the entire market with it. We discovered this material on the cryptocurrency Docomo's cost is comparable to all the others. According to the ongoing liquidations, the price of Bitcoin dropped from 62 to 53,000. The price drop upset the cryptocurrency market and dashed many optimistic hopes. The futures markets reported lengthy liquidations of $263 million in just 3 days. However, it appears that Bitcoin holders are not in agreement. I believe the infection stems from the drawdown that Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's bear statement earlier this week caused. In his explanation of the difference between buying futures and buying spots, analyst Wei Wu noted that investors are ready to profit from a swift recovery. He also stated that this could result in further losses because, according to the Bitcoin Open Value Oscillator, roughly 500,000 long contracts are still open in the futures market should Bitcoin's price continue to decline. Possibly liquidated, the price of Bitcoin is currently at $56,600, having almost dropped to $53,300 yesterday. The cryptocurrency has not yet fulfilled the predicted 70% D-draw. We anticipate a decline from the double top formation 4 months ago to 900, leading to substantial long-term gains. As previously said, if Bitcoin lost its $55,000 support, liquidations would become more likely. This aligns with our previous discussions, assuming that we breach the 55,000 barrier. Bitcoin will decline. To me, that looks like the purchase symbol, that $50,000 range. That's it, and that's where I'm getting in. Right now, I have money on the sidelines, so I'm waiting. If things continue to rise and there isn't another downturn, I will already be extremely wealthy. If we drop back to $50,000, which is what's on the table, I will have a lot of money stashed away in these markets. Could you please use the remaining funds for one final purchase? Folks, buy red, you sell green. That's what it is. Conversely, it simply indicates that the price of Bitcoin has managed to rebound. The price of Bitcoin has managed to recover from 55 and turned 588 back into support. Then there might be a chance for recovery. We aim to reach 60,000 out of 588. You aim to break above 60,000. 64 is the number we are looking at. What are the conditions in your market? Isn't it a really straightforward market? Folks, let's break 55 now. You will have access to $50,000 in Bitcoin. Coins are hammered and split apart. The losses resulting from Bitcoin and the markets are substantial. Should we recover and regain our footing, it would indicate that we have reached the bottom of the zone in the $60,000 range, paving the way for our ascent. Let's see how these upcoming few weeks turn out. July is July, I think. We'll have our response regarding the direction the markets will take.